Hi, good evening, Pearl. How are you doing? How's your day? Oh, you're welcome. Okay, I think we'll wait for a little while for others to join us. We'll just wait a while. Yeah, my day was great. Thank you. Okay. And Pearl, I think we should go to the group and remind them that we are live already. Okay, I guess we'll just start. Then any other person that comes will join us. All right. So, we're all welcome to day 2 of our free virtual assistant training. So, yesterday we talked about who a virtual assistant is, how much they earn, and who they work for. All right. So, today we are going to be diving into 6 high income VA skills that businesses are actually looking for, and we are going to be exploring them alongside their soft skills and their hard skills. Now, when I say soft skills and hard skills, I'm talking about their behavioral skills, that is habit skills, and then I'm also talking about their technical skills. All right. Okay. So, and what the role entail, what they do, how they do it. Okay, so that you will know precisely, okay, this is what I'm going into. This is how I would love to go into this thing. And I also like to know what I'm even going into. All right. To take notes. There are so many high income skills, but for this training, I've decided to pick these 6. Okay, I did a lot of research on them, and then I decided to pick these 6 because one, they are easy to start with, and then you can start up, well, on a very low budget. Okay, their budgets are not as high as some others, which you will have to take a while to learn. This one, if you are able to, give yourself time, trust the process, you can be able to do them. So the first skill we are going to be talking about is social media management. Social media management is the first skill that we are going to be talking about this evening. Okay. Social media management. And then, who are social media managers? I think yesterday we talked a little about that. Yesterday. Please, I want to see my screen here. That was why I removed my own interface, my picture that was showing there, or the video showing there. All right. So, um, social media management. What is social media management? It's basically your ability to manage an individual or business's social media page. Facebook page, Instagram page, YouTube page, um TikTok page, and any other social media that a person is using, any other social media platform that the person is using. Your duty there is to manage it, make that page to grow. Okay, your duty there is to manage it and make that page grow from whatever number that the person gave you till the desired result is being achieved. So now, what do social media managers do, or what would you do as a social media manager? Number one, you create and plan post. You do what? You create and plan post. So, and thank God for the era of AI, where creating and planning of posts has been made easy for us. So you can simply go there to tell AI, okay, this is what I need. I'm serving a fitness brand, I'm serving a coach. Give me a plan on how to give me a plan for a 30-day post, a 90-day post, 60-day post, something like that. ChatGPT has made it very AI, in fact, has made it very easy, from your caption generation down to the flyers that you'll be using for your posting and anything there. Then designing of graphics and writing captions, scheduling posts and tracking engagement. So it's one thing to know that, okay, this person is using this particular social media, to grow his or her business, and it's one thing to actually be able to read the analysis of that particular platform that the person is using. All right, so to track the engagement, the analysis and everything, you need to be able to pick that up also. Then replies to comments and DMs, that is your job. So what I used to do as a social media manager, number one is to plan and create and plan posts. Secondly, to design graphics and write captions. Thirdly is to schedule posts and track engagement. Schedule posts and track engagement. So now, okay, this is what I do. How do I do it? Okay, this is what I do. How do I do it? First, you research the audience. You do what? You research the audience, because not every business you work with will deal with the same audience. Not every business you work with will deal with the same audience. Please, if you can hear me, type I can hear you. Thank you. Okay, not every business you deal with have the same audience. What Mrs. Chinwe, a boutique owner, the audience she has is different from what Mrs. Amarachi, a shop owner. Now, Mrs. Chinwe owns a boutique, and the boutique is mainly for young children wears. Definitely, you know that your audience are either moms and parents. Okay, moms, parents, or anybody interested in getting children wears. Good evening, and Divine Annie. Okay, good evening and welcome. So, you get me? You always need to know the audience of the person you are working for. Secondly, how do you do it? You create a post, and Canva can so much help you to do that. All right, Canva can so much help you to create Instagram posts, Facebook posts the way they should look like, from their measurement, just to how everything should go. All right, then schedule. How do you now? We say, how do we do this? Number one, I research the person's audience. Secondly, I create a post according to that person's audience, a post that will tally with that audience, a post that will speak to that audience. Then thirdly, I schedule the post. So what do we use in scheduling posts? We have the Meta Business site, and then we have another tool called Buffer. All these are tools you can use to schedule posts. That is, instead of you waking up today, you are posting. Tomorrow you wake up again, you post. Next tomorrow the same thing. No, you can just sit, create the post, schedule it. Okay, you are supposed to go on Instagram by 9 p.m. tomorrow morning. You go on Instagram next tomorrow. So you schedule them, instead of even giving yourself the ache and the pain of going through the stress. Okay, then you engage daily. Engage daily. As a social media manager, engagement is key. Engagement is what? Key. Now, weekly reporting. You don't have to wait for the person you are helping to come and ask you, okay, how about my business? How is it going? No, you report to the person. And depending on how both of you have agreed that the reporting should look like, okay, you report to the person. Now, what soft skill? We've talked about now we're looking at the soft. We've talked about what you do as a social media manager. We've talked about how you do it. Now we're looking at both the soft skills and the hard skills combined together. Now we have creativity and communication. As a social media manager, you have to be creative, and you need a very good communication skill. So if you know that, okay, I would love to venture into social media management, and your communication skill are not good enough, I think this is the time, maybe after this training, we'll be working on that. All right. I'm sorry for that interruption. Something unexpected happened. Okay. So, please, if you can hear me, sir, you can hear me. All right. Thank you, Phil. Okay. Thank you very much. So, as I was saying before we were interrupted, okay. So, we're talking about the soft and hard skills we need. All right. So, we're talking about the soft and hard skills that we need as social media managers, and I was saying that communication is key, right? I was saying that communication and creativity is key. You need to be creative enough. You need to let your mind explore. Okay, we need to let you, as a social media manager, need to let your mind explore and know about, okay, this would be very good for this particular audience, and this would not be really pleasing for this set of audience. So, are you getting me? Then we also have the tools that a social media manager should be able to use. Number one, we have Canva, we have all these scheduling tools like the Meta Business Suite. Like, I think on Facebook, Instagram, you can schedule your post. Okay? You can schedule posts on Facebook and Instagram. Then if you don't want to do the scheduling inside the app, you will go off the app to like tools like Buffer, Hootsuite. All those things are used for scheduling. Do you understand me? Okay. So you can also manage a brand, sorry, social media page using all these soft skills and hard skills. Okay. So just imagine somebody paying you at least 30,000 naira to 100,000 naira monthly just for you scheduling or posting or creating things for their page. Can we hear me, and are we understanding me? All right. So, as a social media manager, you need to know your onions. Okay. You need to know what would make you unique also. All right. And knowing this, and then you can add a little of any other kind of touch that you want to read. All right. So let's go to the next skill now, which is content creation and copywriting. Content creation and copywriting. As a content creator or a copywriter, what do you do? Number one, you write blog posts and newsletters. Okay? Create simple designs, e.g., ebooks and infographics. Then we have proofread and edit content. Proofread and edit content. Now, as a content creator and copywriter, how do you get these things done? What tools do you use? How would you get them done? Number one, you research the topic that the audience are interested in. Okay? You know the topic that the audience are what interested in. For example, you don't go to what will appeal to the Gen Zs, um will not appeal to our parents, if you get what I'm saying. Okay, so the kind of content that our parents look out for, that's the elderly ones look out for, are not the kind of content we look out for. So if you now go and start giving the elderly youthful content, you will see that whatever you are trying to make will not really go out as it should. Okay, so always, in all your skills, always make sure that you research your audience. No matter the skill set you are having, research your audience, because you are always dealing with people. So far you're on the online space, you are always dealing with people. Okay, then we have drafts. Always have a draft. Okay, this is what I want to do, this is how I want my posting to be, my the post for the next 30 days, post for the next 90 days, 60 days. Okay, Pearl, you say, can I talk about what they, sorry, about talk, can you talk about what they do again? Okay, I say con creators and copywriters, what they do is to, one, write blog posts, and newsletters, Now I'm sure that we've maybe stumbled on the internet, we get into a particular page and we see a page where they will tell us, okay, input your email address, your name and your email. You do that, the next thing, they start sending you emails. Now those are newsletters, those are letters from content creators, okay, to their customers. Now this person just used this particular form of passing information to get to you. Now anytime you open your email, you're always seeing this email telling you about what you entered. Okay, say yes, they start spamming us with newsletters. Exactly, they continue doing that just to get your attention. So they are not just doing it out of context, although some people start doing and overdoing. But like I have this particular person I'm following, and then his own is every Monday he sends out newsletters. Okay, so, and it depends on the rating or the way you send out the newsletters that can start looking worrisome to other people. This thing you are continuously, it's not really appealing to me. Do we get it? So when you as a content creator or a copywriter should know how to schedule your post, when not to post. So that will now bring us to a general topic, or a general um how will I put it, a general concept on time of posting. Okay, now I'm sure people must have heard about that, or probably witnessed that certain times of the day you are not with your phone, but by the moment you are with your phone, as you are just opening your social media page, you start seeing notifications going up, boom 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 boom. And some of them, if you look through them, you see that, okay, this one was just a few minutes ago, this one was not even up to an hour, not. So you can relate with all those things. So exactly what you should do for any person you have as a client or a customer. Okay, secondly, they create simple designs. Now you may not be a graphic designer to know, okay, all the principles of designing. That's where Canva comes into play. Canva helps you to go into Canva, you pick out, okay. And one thing with Canva is that it comes with a color combination and a text font combination. So if you think that, okay, I don't really know how to combine colors, I don't really know how to combine text, you just go to Canva. I think now there's even an AI feature there where you can just tell it what you want and it will create it for you. Okay, then we have proofread and edit content. If you are getting me, please um let me see it in the comment section. Proofread and edit content. Okay, so that is what content creators and copywriters do. Pearl, are you all right with that? All right, so now How do they do it? How do you do it as a content creator or a copywriter? All right, thank you very much, Pearl and Oluwajoba. So, how do you do all these things as a copywriter and a content creator? Number one, like I said earlier, you research your audience, you draft your work. This is what I need for the next 30 days, for the next 90 days. You draft it out. Then, using Google Docs, MS Word, any documents or in WPS, anything that is document related that you can type in. Okay. Then secondly and thirdly, you edit, and there's a very good tool we can use to edit, which is Grammarly. Grammarly helps us to simplify our English and make it more authentic. Okay, are we getting me? Make it in a way that, okay, you will say, and just imagine when, I don't know if this has ever happened to you, where you are trying to type something and then a typo error comes up. In your mind, whatever you have typed is correct. But now, if you are using things like Grammarly or Quillboard, you will see that after typing, especially if you have their extensions um, downloaded on your system or your phone, quickly they will notify you, okay, this thing you wrote is not correct o, because by the time you will send it out, it will cause havoc. It will not be what your audience are actually looking for. It may just be a sentence, a word that can be misleading. So you use Grammarly or any other tool like it for editing, to make sure that number one, what you are saying is correct, and the way you spelt it is correct, and everything concerning that particular post you are about to make is correct. Then you add visuals. Fourthly, you do what? Add visuals using Canva also. Then deliver to the client. Now, as a content creator, you've done all those things, you've helped them. Like, I think an example that I will give is, there was a time I wanted running an ad for a book I wrote. So I was a bit short on the copy to make, how to advertise the book, and how in fact how I would just sell it. So I reached out to somebody. He's a copywriter, and he was like, okay, he can help me make a copy. That is, I'm sure when you came into the group chat, all those things I was sending with the flyer are what they call copies. Okay, so when I reached out to him, he was now like, okay, he can help me with this, but I should give him so so and so time. So after some times, he was able to send me the draft. We proofreaded it together, and then I sent it back to him for final touching and sending it back. I never heard from him again. Do you understand? I never heard from him again. And that cut my business with him. So, and that also made me to know how to go and write my own copy, to learn copywriting. Okay, that also made me to know how to write a copy that can actually convince people to join or to buy anything that I'm doing. Do you understand me? Okay, so storytelling, as a content creator and copywriter, always have it in mind that storytelling and research are things that you can't do without. Because number one, you must know what is trending. You must know what that particular audience you are serving needs. Then you must know how to articulate it, how to put it in a story form. Now, most of the posts that we see, that we read online, I'm sure there's something that attracted us to it. Maybe you started with the first line, it was not really interesting. But you said, okay, let me just keep reading. But by the time you know, storytelling effect has already dawned on you, and you're already reading the whole this thing, the whole post. Okay. So and then in as like I've already said it that Google Docs, Canva are your go-to, and ChatGPT also. AI has made things so much easy. Okay, it has made things so much easy for us. So these are things that you can go to. Just for example, now a gym want to attract clients. They want to attract people that know how to exercise very well, and they come to you for you to write, do a flyer for them and a caption, and you get paid for it. Okay, all right, thank you. Let's go to the next one. The next one here we have is bookkeeping and data entry. Bookkeeping and what? Data entry. So basically, bookkeeping, what do you do? Thank God for AI actually. So basically, in bookkeeping and data entry, what do? You record sales and expenses. You record sales and expenses. You track invoices and payments and create simple reports. You do what? You record sales and expenses, track invoices and payments, create simple reports. Now, as a bookkeeper, let me just say, as a bookkeeper or a virtual bookkeeper, the person sends you a snapped copy of their, let's say they just wrote it down. Okay, but okay, let me just use this example or illustration. I'm a business owner and I go to Pearl and said, okay, Pearl, I don't know if you can help me. I have my business record, the financial record for my business. I don't just know how to put it together. So I just jam packed everything. Can you actually help me make it look presentable in case I'm having auditors to come look at it? Then Pearl as a bookkeeper or an accounting personnel or a virtual accountant will say, okay, why not? She gets it. The next thing she does, she sets up a Google sheet or um MS Excel sheet. She inputs the data. But how does she do it? She starts segmenting them, putting them in their respective column. Okay, this is your column for income. This is your column for expenses. This is your column for any other thing that you had. So you now as an accountant or an accounting virtual assistant, we know how to arrange everything neatly for your client to be able to go to and be able to use. All right. Then how do you do this? Like I've already said, you set up a Google sheet or an MS Excel. You input data daily as the person is sending it for you. Then double check to make sure that whatever you are doing is correct. Do we get me? Then share weekly summaries with your clients. Share weekly summaries with your client so that you and your client, you people are on the same page. Not that your client's total here is 100K and your own total is 50,000. It wouldn't make sense. So you should know how to arrange everything and then put it well for it to be presentable. All right. So accuracy and organization are the key soft skills that you need as a virtual accountant. Okay. Accuracy and organization. So using Google Sheets or QuickBooks, you can provide clarity to businesses even for simple transactions like a food vendor, daily sales. This skill is consistently in demand. Is consistently in what? In demand. People are looking for how to make their financial record look good. not just in pen and paper. They are looking for how to make it actually look good so that it can be presentable. Do you understand what I'm saying? So as a virtual accountant, you need to be accurate and organized, and you need to also know how to use your Google Sheets and QuickBook or sheet Excel form, any Excel form of documents. Okay, so the next one now we have customer service support, CCR, or yeah, customer service support, but in the particular industry I'm working in right now, we call them CCR. That's customer care representative, customer service support. What are the key skills you need as a customer support personnel? Number one, Divine, which skill do you want to major in? Okay, customer service support says key skill, we have patience, empathy, problem solving and professionalism. Patience, empathy, problem solving and what? Professionalism. Do we get me? So now you are going to be talking to people, just like the image there. You can see how she's happily talking to customers, even though at times when you are talking to some of them, they will provoke you. But patience is key. You just have to swallow the annoyance and continue what you're doing with them. So what are your roles as a customer service support? Number one, you reply to inquiries, send confirmation, handle complaints and escalate issues. Okay, you do what? You reply to inquiries, you send out confirmation, you handle complaints, and mostly it's complaint that is going to be coming to your desk as a customer service support. Okay, and he said he wants to major in bookkeeping and data entry and customer service support also. Wonderful, that would be good. All right, so now what are the tools you'll be needing as a customer service support? Number one, we have Gmail and WhatsApp Business, Zendesk or Freshdesk. So some customers will render that patient to be of course they will, of course they will. Oluwajoba, they definitely will. But because you know that this is what you do, you just have to wear that patient as a clothes, as a garment from head to toe. All right, so you just have to dress up in patience so that they will not run you out of patience. Okay. All right, so be a VA who keep customers happy. Be a virtual assistant who keep customers happy. Your ability to use polite templates and follow up ensure customers satisfaction, freeing up their time for core business activities. Okay, a coach will value you on their team for this. So now, which type of people actually employ customer support services are coaches. They are the ones that employ them. Why? Because they deal with a lot of customers. Oh, for example, I'm a coach or Divine is a coach. Mhm. And then Oluwajobana decides to call Divine as a coach. Then Divine will now okay, anything or any complaint you have, just transfer it to my uh, CCR, my customer care representative, or my customer support assistant. So you, now that they've transferred to customer support, you are there to tell the person, okay, this is what I need, oh, this and that, that and this. Okay, this is what I want to learn how to do this from the coach. I want the coach to coach me in so areas. Then you, as the representative, the support system, you now come and say, okay, here is how this thing can be done. Okay, all right, the coach is not usually free so and so days, but he can put you for coaching services from this day to this day. Are you okay with that? This and that. At the end of the day, people come to a very beautiful conclusion. All right. Then let's go to the next skill. Next skill that we have here is, sorry. Next skill that we have here is basic tech and web support. Basic tech and what? Web support. So basic tech and web support. What do? They update content. They update content. Upload blog posts, upload product and service listing. All right? Upload product and service listing. Monitor performance. They track how this particular site is going with Google Analytics. That is, most of these sites that you see, they have people that are managing them. Okay, and these people managing them are called web yes, they are yesterday I talked about technical and web support, right? Okay, so now there are people who are into the tech, that is the main tech industry. All right, when you talk about coding, all those things therein, so, and web developers and all those ones. So and how do they do this thing? Although you mustn't know how to code, thank God for AI that can help you. Now here they say Google Analytics can help you to actually analyze how this website is doing. Is this website doing well? Is it not doing well? Okay, how do we make sure that it goes better from this point? Please, if you can hear me, type I can hear you. All right? How do we make sure it goes better from this point? So we have, and then what tools do they use? Website platforms. You can either be the person, the main developer, or the main designer of the website, or you can just use WordPress, Wix, Shopify are essential tools. Okay, these ones are the tools that you can be using. If you are not um a coming, if you are not into web development, but you want to go into this skill, these are the tools you will need to know about, because these are what you are going to be using from the back end to be able to access the website, change some things, upload posts. Do we get me? All right. Okay. So if you have, sorry, and then just like I said, if you have interest in tech, if you have interest in coding, this skill is for you. Formatting and publishing an article on a client blog or uploading their product list can be a quick and a viable task, alright, that adds significant value. Do you understand me? So if you love coding, you love anything that has to do with being a tech bro, a tech babe, I think this is for you. Okay? Then the last but not the least is e-commerce support. E-commerce support. I've noticed that in the past few months now, this has been a rising or a booming site, or it's just, it's growing. This particular skill is a growing skill, and as it is growing, it is a place to actually venture into. All right, what do you do as an e-commerce support? Number one, you help them with uploading and updating their listing. That is, everything, every product that they have, you are helping them to update it. You are helping them to, okay, they just sent you a new product. Okay, these are the new products that we have, oh, and we need them to be uploaded. You say, okay, no problem. You take the product, you take the pricing, and then you take it to their website. You upload it there. You are able to track inventories and orders. You take all those things that those now I'm listing the things that you should do as an e-commerce support. Number one, you upload and update listing and prices. Secondly, you track inventories and orders. That is, they'll be able to give you their inventory list and the orders that they've taken. So you are supposed to be able to take those things and be able to make them into a form that, okay, um if you present it back to them, you'll be able to know that, okay, this is what I've gone out for this month, this is what I've people have ordered for. Do you understand me? Then answer product questions. So one thing as an e-commerce support, whichever product you are trying to advertise, you need to know that product very well, because people are really going to ask you questions on that product. Okay, you are going to be asked questions on that product. Then fourthly, manage promotions. You do what? Manage promotions. Now, how do you do all these things? You do them by uploading the product. You set the price and stock level. That is stock level, how many are available. Now, most of these informations have already been given to you by your client, also the person you are working for. Now they've given you the product, they've given you the price, they've told you how many are in stock. Now, what the next thing you need to do is to monitor order and inventory. Monitor how people order it. Inventory, you are taking note of what is still remaining. Do you understand me? Okay. Then reply to customers queries or enquiries. Okay, you reply to customers enquiries. Then you report sales and stock weekly. You do what? Report sales and stock weekly. Okay. Now, e-commerce, just like I said, is a booming and growing business right now, and VA are actually very crucial for this part and for this industry. So from updating products on Spotify and Shopify to managing orders and customers inquiry, you can earn up to 50K monthly just for helping a skincare brand make their products go live. Alright? Okay. Then, so if do we have any questions that I would love to ask? Any questions? If you have any questions, please drop it in the comments, because we're about finishing. We're about finishing. All right. So right now we are on our exercise time. You can do this right now, or you just take a moment to do this after the class. Number one says, write a caption for a bakery selling chocolate cakes. Now, when they say caption, I'm sure we've seen where, okay, on Facebook we will see where they'll post a picture and underneath it a write up. So those are the captions. Now, what are you trying to do? You are trying to write a caption for a bakery selling chocolate cakes. And what is your caption supposed to say? Number one, the types of cakes they are selling, how much they sell, why people need to buy the cakes. Are we understanding me? Are we getting me? Then, secondly, the second task you have to do, okay, second task you have to do is to draft a polite email reply to an imaginary client inquiring about an Instagram management rate as a no, the first tax is for a content creator and copywriter. This second tax is for somebody into social media management. The third tax says create a simple sales tracker for so yes, for a cake business that sells that have sold 3 cokes, 5 juices. Okay, now what you have to do is first tax we have there is for a content and copywriting my personnel. Now you're a content creator and a copywriter. That is for you. Secondly, say draft a polite email reply to a client who is asking you about how you can help them to manage their Instagram account. Then the third one say create a simple sales tracker for a business that has sold 3 cokes and 5 juices. How would you help them track it? How much they have sold and their gain that they've made. Okay. Then the bonus here is write a short product description for a handmade Vaseline scented candle. Okay, you can take 10 minutes now to work on this and then we'll share it and discuss it. And Divine asks saying that can we learn these skills as a virtual assistant to be paid? Yes, you can learn them to be paid in dollars actually. You can learn them to be paid in dollars, not just in Nigerian currency. All right. Any other question? Okay. So without any other question, we've come to the end of our class today, and let's do a quick recap of what we've learned today. Number one, we learned 6 skills. All right, 6 skills that are high in demand right now. And we said number one is what? Social media management. Secondly is content creation and copywriting. Thirdly, customer service. Fourthly, e-commerce. Fifthly, website support. Third and sixthly, we have bookkeeping. All right, we have what? Bookkeeping. So now your action points or action plan as a new person getting into these skills is to pick one skill. Like I said yesterday, you don't learn everything at once. Pick one skill, create a sample project on it, save it in, save it so that that becomes part of your portfolio. All right, that becomes what? Part of your portfolio. Like yesterday I said, you don't need to know everything. All you just need to start with is one skill. All you just need to start with is what? One skill. And from that one skill, you can start graduating and adding up more skills for yourself. All right. So thank you for being here today with me. And just like I did yesterday, I sent us our worksheets and assignments, how it should be done. I will do the same this night so that you can just draft out that one skill that you know you can do, that one service you can offer people, and then you start bit by bit drafting it out, taking your time to learn more about it. Okay, so with that being said, I think I will draw my own curtain here. Okay? So thank you very much for coming to class today, and I'll see you tomorrow. And tomorrow we are going to be talking. Tomorrow is going to be an interesting class, and I'm also sorry for the technical issue that came up. It was so unavoidable. All right. So thank you very much, Belle. Thank you, Oluwajoba, for attending, for coming on. Thank you, everybody, and good night. Please don't forget to share with your friends who you know are really or are aspiring to become virtual assistants. Okay. Thank you very much. Good night.